Oh, man. Just got off a 14-hour shift, man. Fuck all that, man. We talking 5 things we learned in week 11. You trying to 20x your money? Let's get into this hustle game.
Hustle game, 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 hustle game.
What's good, Hustle Game community? We are back with our 5 things that we learned in week 11. Let's get straight into it. The first thing I learned in week 11 is that Lamar Jackson is just not that good of a quarterback this season. He tricked us with the first 3 games of the season, and we've been waiting on MVP Lamar to come back ever since. And the truth is, he ain't coming back. They didn't score a touchdown into the 4th quarter on the Carolina Panthers, the same team the Bengals scored 5 touchdowns on in the first half. Sad. The second thing I learned about week 11 is that Matthew Stafford and Derek Carr are what's known as untrustworthy quarterbacks. They're not trash, but they're kind of trash. They're consistently inconsistent, is what I'm saying. Matthew Stafford, you had a chance to show the whole world that Allen Robinson still has some juice left. And you went out there and doodled on yourself. Yeah, you doodled on yourself. No type of toilet paper. Maybe you should put the pizza down and go out there and work on your craft a little bit, man. And Derek Carr, I hate to rag on you after a win, but bro, it was like 8 times in the game you were staring at Devontae Adams, and all you had to do was look to the left, and there was Foster Monroe running free, or Matt Hollins running free. But by the time you look at him, it's too late. New rule, Mr. Carr. If you can't go through your progressions, you're not allowed to cry at no more press conferences. At all. The third thing I learned in week 11 is that Ron Rivera might be the most confusing coach in the National Football League. Like, who is the starter? Once we think it's Antonio Gibson, it's Brian Robinson. And once we think it's Brian Robinson, it's Antonio Gibson. And another thing, you were winning 20-0 in the second quarter, and you seem like a practical type of coach. So we thought you were going to run, since the Texans can't stop it. But you know what you did? You threw. That's just not practical, and it's absolutely confusing. The fourth thing I learned in week 11 is that Tony Pollard is light years better than Ezekiel Elliott. I mean, it's not even close. Dallas, stop playing yourself. Declare Tony Pollard as the starter. Zeke already got paid. Yeah, he might be salty, but so what? Pollard gives you the best chance to win. And the last thing I learned from week 11 is to never go against my own rules. My number 1 rule when it comes to player prop betting is to never take the under on a player. That is just something that you can't calculate. We analyze the past so we can accurately predict the future, but you can't use that same equation on an under. That's just not how it works. This would be the second time this season that I broke this rule and it cost me money. So, never say never, but never again. Yeah, this was a pretty bad week. This is the second week in a row that I didn't win any money. But it's okay though, because a wise man once told me that in order for you to win, you have to lose. I remember when my dad said that to me a long time ago when I was younger, and I think he was just saying it, well, I felt like he was just saying it because we had just lost the game and we all felt bad. But I think I understand it now, because when it comes to player prop betting, you want to soak in as much information as you can so you can keep on tweaking your equation. And that is what we're doing here at the Hustle Game Labs, okay? Like, there's certain things, like it's about to be week 12, and there's things that I can already assume right now. Like, I believe DeAndre Hopkins is good for 90 yards a game. Like, I feel like he's going to crush his receiving yard prop every game for the rest of the year. He's catching everything his way. Plus, Rondell Moore, I think he got injured. I don't know if he's going to be, like, out for the rest of the season or even for the next game, but I know he had, like, a groin injury or something like that. So I think they lean more on DeAndre Hopkins throughout the rest of the season anyway, even if Rondale Moore is out there or not next week. So we can already assume he's good for 90 yards. Another thing that we can assume is Elijah Mitchell and Christian McCaffrey. Elijah Mitchell is just a more efficient running back than Christian McCaffrey. Okay, I'm not going to say he's better. I'm just going to say he's more efficient in this San Francisco offense. Elijah had 9 rushes for 59 yards, and Christian McCaffrey had 7 rushes for 39 yards. But the thing is, Christian McCaffrey has 7 catches for 67 yards. We can already assume for the rest of the season that Elijah Mitchell is probably going to break his rushing yard prop, and Christian McCaffrey is probably going to break his receiving yard prop. The way San Francisco is playing, like when you watch them play, it's like their offense is set up for a running back, but it's also set up for a passing running back. And he's kind of like splitting it in half and giving Elijah the groundwork and giving Christian McCaffrey the air attack work. Another thing we found out is the Jets are totally garbage. Like don't bet any Jet props at all. Leave the Jets alone. It's not even worth it, you know. And kind of the same with the Vikings, even though the Vikings ain't trash, but Kirk Cousins is so weirdly inconsistent, and it's weird for him to be that inconsistent when you got one of the best receivers in the league on your team. But it's just what it is, man. But you know, like I said, bro, we're gonna take in all this information, and then we're gonna use it to our advantage next week to take their ass up top. I guarantee you that. Like and subscribe, man. Like I said, I mean, if you're not following me on TikTok, go over to TikTok, Hustle Game Lifestyles. Follow me. I'm always throwing some stuff on there. If you're not subscribed on YouTube, go over to YouTube, subscribe to Hustle Game Lifestyle. I'm on there dropping my Stone Cold Lock videos every Saturday around like 10, 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You don't want to miss that video. And throughout the whole week, I'm always throwing short videos or just doing updates, or I might be mad at somebody, so I cuss their ass out or something like that. So, you know, go over there and subscribe, like, hit the bell. You know what I mean? You know, let's get this money together. So until next time, be safe, place your bets early, and let's get this money. It's your boy, Mr. Hustle Game, and I bet that. Oh yeah. Happy Thanksgiving.
Hey, it's 2022. I don't know what to do. It's 2022. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to think. Girls rocking black, boys rocking pink. Standing in quick.
Robert